Welcome friends, myself saptaparni from BioLive. Hope all of you are doing very well. Today our topic of discussion is previous year's questions from CSIR NET Lifesciences, and today our topic is gene interaction and epistasis. So every year one or two questions comes from this chapter. So this chapter is very important for your CSIR NET examination and also for your UG and PG examination. If you just know the ratios of different types of epistasis or different types of gene interaction, this chapter becomes very easy to understand, okay, and questions are very easy to answer, okay. So before watching this video, I would like to request you to watch my previous video on epistasis, where I have discussed all 5 types of epistasis and their ratios and also the tricks to remember those ratios, okay. So I will put the link in the description box below. Please go through that video also, okay. So let's start. The first question asks, the two mutant plants, both bearing white flowers, were crossed. All F1 plants had red colored flowers. When an F1 plant was selfed, it produced progeny with either red or white colored flowers in 9:7 ratio. Based on the information, which one of the following conclusion is right? Okay, so without reading any other thing, you have to find out the ratio. The ratio is what? The ratio is 9:7. It is the ratio of double recessive epistasis or complementary gene interaction, okay. You have to just remember this ratio, okay. So let's see the options. The first option says the mutation in the parents don't complement each other. This is wrong because 9:7 ratio is for complementary gene interaction. So obviously option A is incorrect. Second, the mutations in the parents are allelic. No, epistasis is not allelic. It is non-allelic. Okay, so the correct answer would be the mutation in the parents are non-allelic. So the correct answer is option C. Next, the mutations in the parents are linked. Obviously, it will not be true because epistasis works in independent assortment according to the rule of independent assortment. Okay, so let's see here. Two white plants were crossed and a red plant was produced. When it is selfed, then the 4 types of gametes could be produced, where we know according to the law of Mendel, the dihybrid cross, the phenotypic ratio of F2 generation is 9:3:3:1, and red color will only be produced when the dominant allele of both A and B genes are present. So 9 would be of red colored, and all others where only one dominant allele or no dominant allele is present, those will be of white colored. So the red is to white will be 9:7, which is given in our question, and 9:7 is the complementary gene interaction or double recessive epistasis ratio, okay. Now coming to the second question. Two interacting genes which are independently assorted were involved in the same pathway. Now the main line is, absence of either gene function leads to absence of the end product. This thing is only applicable in case of what? This is only applicable in case of complementary gene interaction, okay, or double recessive epistasis, where presence of both the dominant alleles are necessary to express the end product. So absence of either gene function leads to the absence of the end product. A dihybrid cross involving the two genes is carried out. What fraction of the progeny will show the presence of end product? We know the ratio of the double recessive epistasis or the complementary gene interaction is 9:7, where 9 is the number of end product. Okay, so the end product ratio of end product will be 9/16. Okay, so the correct answer will be option C. Okay, got it. Now coming to the third question. A very easy yet very interesting question to answer. See here, X substance is getting converted into H substance by the gene H, okay, or by the dominant allele of gene H. Then H substance can be converted to H substance by the dominant A gene or dominant allele of A gene, and H substance can be converted to B substance by the dominant allele of B gene. So see here, H allele converts X substance into H substance. Yes, it is true. Small h allele cannot convert X to H substance and leads to the phenotype O. That means when small h is present, that means here, from here, if we write like small h is only present, then the O phenotype will be produced. Okay, everything other thing will be same, but when X substance gets converted into O phenotype, then small h allele is present. Next, A allele converts H substance leading to A phenotype. Yes, it is true. Small a allele cannot convert H substance. Okay. B allele converts H substance leading to B phenotype. Yes, it is also true. Then B allele cannot convert H substance. It is also true. Now, they have given you the question. An individual with A phenotype, when crossed with that of B phenotype, has a progeny with O phenotype. Which one of the following crosses can lead to the above observation? That means two individuals of A and B phenotypes are crossed and they produce O phenotype. Okay, so see here, the cross is like this. An individual of A phenotype, so obviously there will be one dominant A allele, and an individual of B phenotype, so obviously there will be a dominant B allele, and they produce O phenotype progeny. And in O phenotype progeny, we know that there will be small h alleles, recessive alleles will be present in homozygous condition. So, in both the parents, obviously one h will be present. In A parent also one h, small h will be present, and in B parent also one small h will be present. So, let's see in which option we can find this kind of combination. See, in option A, only in A parent small h is present, but in B parent small h is absent. So, it is not correct. Next, in option B, in A parent small h is present and in B parent also small h is present. So, the correct answer would be option B. And in all other options, in both the parents, small h's are not present. Okay, see here. Here small h is present, but here no small h. So, the correct answer would be option B. So, it is very easy to answer if you have the right understanding of the concept of epistasis. Okay, or gene interaction. Now, coming to the fourth question. Two plants with white flowers are crossed. White flowers arise due to recessive mutation. All F1 progenies have red flowers. When the F1 plants are selved, both red and white flowers progeny are observed. In what ratio will red flowered plants and white flowered plants will occur? So, seeing this statement, two white flower parents are crossed and one red flowered plant is produced in F1 generation. We can easily say that when two white color plants are crossed and red colored progeny is produced, that means it is a condition of double recessive epistasis or complementary gene interaction, where the ratio is 9:7. So see here, white means capital A, but small b. Here also white means small a, but capital B. And when red is produced, obviously both the dominant alleles of both the genes should be present there. Okay. And when it is selved, then four types of gametes are produced, where both the dominant alleles are present, they only show red color, and where only one dominant allele is present or neither dominant allele is present, they show white colored. So the ratio of red is to white will be 9:7. So the correct answer is option C. Got it? Now coming to the fifth question. A black Labrador homozygous for the dominant alleles B, small e is crossed with a yellow Labrador homozygous for recessive allele, that means small b, small e. On intercrossing F1, the F2 progeny was obtained following ratio. 9:3:4 ratio is obtained. So, in which condition we can get this 9:3:4 ratio? In recessive epistasis. Okay, we get this ratio. So obviously from the 4 options, option B and D are not correct because they don't contain recessive epistasis in their options, and option A and C contains recessive epistasis option. So either A or option C could be right. Now see, in option A they are saying that recessive epistasis where allele E is epistatic to B and E, B, capital B or small b. So it is the correct answer, because in option C, though they are saying that it is recessive epistasis, but they are saying allele small e is epistatic to capital E, and we know that epistatic is a non-allelic interaction between genes. So obviously small e cannot be epistatic to capital E because those are allelic genes. Okay, so the correct answer would be option A. So let's see the cross. We know 9:3:4 is the ratio of recessive epistasis, where yellow color will be converted to brown by the action of B gene, and brown color will be converted to black color by the action of E gene. Okay, so let's cross the homozygous dominant black Labrador crossed with homozygous recessive yellow Labrador. So in the F1 progeny they will produce heterozygous progeny, which will be obviously black, because here both B and E are present. Okay, so they will show the black color. Okay, according to this, and when they are shelved, obviously 4 types of gametes will be produced into 9:3:3:1 ratio, where both the B and E alleles are present, both the B and E dominant alleles are present, they will show black color. But when only dominant B is present, they will show brown color, because dominant B gene can convert yellow to brown but not it into black, so it will show brown color. And when only capital E is present but there is small b, that means the yellow color cannot be changed into brown due to absence of capital B, so it will obviously show its previous color, that means yellow. And when they are homozygous recessive, obviously they will show yellow color. So the ratio of black is to brown is to yellow will be 9:3:4. Okay, got it? So the correct answer would be option A. Now coming to the next question. Following is the biochemical pathway for purple pigment production in flowers of sweet peas. Okay, see, colorless precursor 1 gets converted into colorless precursor 2 by the action of allele capital A, and by the action of allele capital B, it gets converted into purple pigment. Okay, they are asking recessive mutation of either gene A or capital A or B leads to the formation of white flowers. Okay, so when a cross was made between 2 parents with genotype capital A small a, capital B small b with small a, small b, considering that the 2 genes are not linked, the phenotypes of the expected progenies would be 1. So let's do the cross. Okay, capital A small a, capital B small b, that means here both the dominant alleles are present, it will be of purple color, and here as this is the homozygous recessive condition, it will be of white color. So from these only one type of gamete can be produced, that is small a small b, and from these 4 types of gametes will be produced capital A capital B, capital A small b, small a capital B, small a small b. When we cross these 4 types of gametes with this one gamete, four types of progenies will be produced. Okay, and among them where both the capital A and B are present, those will be of purple colored, and others where only one dominant allele is present, like here only capital A is present, or where only capital B is present, or where no dominant allele will be present, those will be of white colored. So the ratio of purple is to white flower or white is to purple flower will be 3:1. Okay, so the correct answer would be option B, 3 white flower and 1 purple flower. Got it? Now coming to the question number 7. When 2 independent pure lines of peas with white flowers are crossed, the F1 progeny has purple flowers. The F2 progeny obtained from from selfing shows both purple and white flowers in the ratio of 9:7. You just need to watch or observe the ratio 9:7. The following conclusions were made. What are the conclusions? Two different genes are involved. Obviously, in epistasis, two different genes are involved and mutations in which lead to the formation of white flowers. Yes, it is correct. Next, these two genes show independent assortment. Yes, it is also correct. Then, this is an action of complementary gene action. Yes, it is also correct because in complementary gene action, we can only see the ratio 9:7. Next, this is an example of duplicate genes. No, this is wrong because in duplicate genes or double dominant epistasis, the ratio is different. The ratio is 15:1. Okay, so it is obviously not the example of duplicate genes. So, only P, Q and R will be right here. So, the correct answer will be option D, where P, Q and R are correct. Okay, got it? Now coming to the question number 8. See here, it is also a very interesting type of question. A hypothetical pathway for formation of eye color in insect is given here. Substance X, which is colorless, gets converted into colorless intermediate, and when the mutant A allele is absent, then it gets its brown pigment. Okay. On the other hand, substance Y, in the absence of mutant B allele, gets converted into colorless intermediate and then it gets converted into orange pigment. And when both brown and orange pigments are present, they form the wild type eye color orangish brown. Okay. So now the question is, two autosomal recessive mutants small a and B are identified which block the pathway as shown above. Considering that the mutants are not linked, what will be the phenotype of F2 progeny if crosses were made between the parents of genotype small a, capital B, and capital A, small b, and the F1 progenies are intercrossed. So, just do the cross here. Okay. When we cross these two, we get capital A, small a, capital B, small b. As here, both the capital A and capital B are present, they will show orange-brown color, and upon selfing, they will produce 4 types of gametes. Okay, where capital A and B, both the dominant allele are present, they will show the wild type color, that means orangish-brown color, where only capital A is present and small b is present. When small b is present, okay, when small b is present, what occurs? When small b is present, that means this pathway is not occurring, that means the color will be of brown, and when small a is present, then the color will be orange. Okay, because presence of small a inhibits the formation of brown pigment, so the color will be orange, and presence of small b inhibits the formation of orange pigment, so the color will be brown. And when both the small a and small b alleles are present, then there will be no formation of brown or orange pigment, so the color will be eye color will be colorless. Okay, so the ratio of orangish brown is to brown is to orange is to colorless will be 9:3:3:1. So the correct answer would be option A, where 9 orange brown, 3 orange, 3 brown and 1 colorless progeny are produced. Got it? Now coming to the 9th question. Following is a hypothetical biological pathway responsible for pigmentation of leaves. The pathway is controlled by 2 independently assorting genes, capital A and capital B, encoding enzymes as shown below. Mutant alleles small a and small b code for non-functional proteins. Which of the what is the expected progeny after selfing a plant with the genotype capital A, capital B, small b? So here it is given white substance X is getting converted into yellow intermediate Y by the action of capital A gene, okay, or dominant A allele, and then the action of dominant B gene or dominant B allele of B gene converts the yellow intermediate into green product or Z. Okay, so just do the cross here. Okay, capital A small a into capital B small b. That means here, as both the capital A and capital B are present, both the A and B are present, so the color will be green. So the color is green. When these are crossed, 4 types of gametes are produced, where both the A and B are present. as both the A and B are present, color will be green. Okay, where A is present but capital B is absent, so there the color will be only yellow. Okay, so the color is only yellow. Where small a is present, where capital B is present but capital A is absent. Okay, then as the capital A is absent, the white color cannot get converted into yellow, so the color will be white. Okay, and where both the dominant alleles of A and B are absent, the color will be obviously white. So the ratio of green is to white is to yellow will be 9:4:3. Okay, so the correct answer would be option A. Green 9, white 4 and yellow 3. Got it? So with this I end my today's question answer video here. If you like my content, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. And for the time being, thanks for watching and happy learning.